What's going on, guys? My name is Divine, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to replace your battery and hard drive in a late model 2013 MacBook Pro. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right in and get started. Alright, so before I can show you guys how to actually do the replacements, we need to first talk about the tools and items that we need to buy prior to doing this. So starting with the hard drive, we went over to OWC and actually purchased a 128 gig Apple OEM SSD from them for only $30. And don't worry guys, I will put a link down in the description below for you. And for the battery portion of this, we went over to Amazon Prime and actually picked up a battery replacement that is supposed to be OEM. It did fit perfectly, so that actually ran us $62 and came with the tools that we needed to install it. Alright, so now that we have our items we need to install, the only tool that we really need is a Torque number 5. So that's a Security Torque T5, guys. If you buy the same battery I did, you will get that tool included, but if you go somewhere else, you will need to buy that tool, so just beware. Alright, so without further ado guys, we're going to jump right in. Don't worry, my helping hands are here, and they have been all done up at the nail place, so I'm looking good. Alright, so we have the battery here, the SSD here, and I think we have everything we need for tools, so we're just good to go. So we're going to go ahead and just actually start unscrewing all the screws that are around the MacBook here. Now the helping hands is pointing towards the Torque 5 on the first screw, so we're just going to go ahead and speed this up and get all the screws undone. Alright, so now that we've removed all 10 Torque screws, we can go ahead and pull this back plate off. It should come off pretty easily, but if it doesn't guys, just give it a little bit of a nudge. And now you'll notice that I've actually already removed my battery. This was due because it was actually swelling on the case and I didn't want to risk any more damage or have the battery blow up on me, so I went and actually took it to a battery recycler. So what we'll do next here is actually grab our new battery and pull off the adhesive. Now this is one thing you'll notice when you remove the old battery. The adhesive is a nightmare to get off. You will be pulling and prying on this old battery to get it off. Now don't feel bad, you can really tug on the battery. I would recommend some sort of pry tool. It does definitely help. And then for the new battery, we're just going to go ahead and just kind of situate it in there. It should insert perfectly like this. And then also make sure you're getting the proper battery, because there is one that actually has the little connector off to the, I believe it's off slightly off to the right instead of directly in the middle like this model has. Alright, so you can go ahead and pull off that little cover over here, and you're just going to want to kind of fiddle with this battery a little bit just because it is sticky. You do want it to sit nice and flush, and it should actually sit in there perfectly because of the sizing. Alright, and then once you've got it situated perfectly, all you have to do is go ahead and just click this little adapter straight down, and there you guys go. The battery install is done and you're good to go. And give yourselves a good little thumbs up. Alright, so on to the next part where we're going to be doing the SSD install. So we'll go ahead and take it out of our bag here and kind of line it up, make sure it's going to fit. You just always want to do this when you're testing the M.2s. Looks like it'll fit perfectly. The only thing we're going to need to do is unscrew this screw right here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab our Torque 5 screwdriver. This one's just a different color, don't worry, it's same size. We're going to go ahead and unscrew that bolt, and then we're just going to take the SSD and just kind of firmly put it in there. You will have to kind of firmly click it in. You'll notice that there's just kind of a like a snap it does, and you can kind of visually see it as well. Once it's snapped in, we're going to go ahead and take our screwdriver once more and actually just button it down, and then we can actually go ahead and close up the case and test it out. Alright, so there you guys have it. It's that easy to do a battery install with an SSD install as well. Be sure though, when you put it back on the back cover, you do check and make sure that your new battery is actually charging, because there is always a possibility that there's something else wrong. So everything went well, don't ignore the hands there. But as always guys, if you like this video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as in my other videos, if you guys have a question, feel free to comment down below and I will try to respond as soon as possible. But I will see you in the next one, guys.